So it's been a good day and a bad day here at Dutch. Man, the engine's getting dirty from all the fitment and repositioning and final attachments. All these hoses are going to get redone. We're just trying to get Dutch back to homestead, so we're just trying to get it running and moving. So I'll paint the generator, get all these lines swapped out, but I got the governor put on today, some grounding stuff. Got the air finally connected. But the biggest issue is right down here today. So there's good things, bad things. I will say that we got battery hooked up. Now we haven't run and tested any wires, but this is kind of cool. I know it seems like a small thing, but to me that's huge. So the worst thing is this right here. So the front engine plate, the front engine plate, so we've run it before, but we haven't run a hot test, just to get it up to temperature. But if you can see right here, that gap, and you see that it's wider. So when they were taking these off during rebuild, we're guessing somebody put a pry bar in here to try to separate them. The counterweights, I believe that's what's in here. But they pried that, and we've got oil coming out right there. Basically it was coming out right here, but it was making its way down and out right there. It wasn't a lot of oil, but it was oil. So but when they did that by prying on that side, what they ended up causing was a little bit of leak on this, because when you pry over here, it applies pressure here, and so we needed a whole new front engine plate. So we spent almost 2 hours getting the engine brace, the cradle, or whatever you want to call it, but it took us a good 2 hours to get that off, and some bloody fingers, not just me, Darren has got some bloody parts too. But we had to take all that off. Engine's just being supported by a jack. Typically the mount would be here, holding the engine. So not what we wanted to do, but Gene said this is the best way instead of taking the whole engine back out. So, but the muffler did get in. That's a bonus. But man, we just put on this new harmonic balancer too. We just put all this back on, and here we are having to take stuff off again. But let me show you some of the positive, which I'm so excited about this. I did go inside just to, oh, that's the other thing. Today I tested the air. So this was a port that was added at one point. Somebody put on there to maybe pump up some tires or whatever, service. But we made this today, Darren and I, and it's just basically a regulator. So we could test the system, put it on there, bumped it up to about 80 psi, and we were testing the air holding capacity of the brakes and everything. So hi radiator, upgraded, thicker radiator. So when we put that air on, we discovered a leak. I don't have my creeper out here. We discovered a leak down here at the tank, and that line right there was broken, so we replaced it. If you can see that oil spot on that one tank right there, after we tested it and put air in it, we found that there's a very small leak there, and it looks like it's been there a long time, but we can fix that. But we are not finding any other air leaks on the whole bus, which is super awesome. The good thing, I preemptively was worried about those tanks, so I ended up purchasing some other tanks a little while ago, and Jason with Bus with Gus recommended this brand, so we went with it. Thanks, Jason. But it's made by Vixen. I do not promote China, but That's all we could find. It's terrible. But so it's made by Vixen. Model number is, let me try, I can't remember the model number, VXT 4100. So we're going to replace those air tanks. But the good thing is she's dirty in here. No work has been done on the inside except for functioning stuff. I don't know if I mentioned in one of the other videos, we got the Johnson bar freed up. So we have functioning parking brakes. Parking brake. Don't like how it retracts like that, but we may have to make an adjustment. But here's the cool thing. We tested that air 4 hours ago, and even with that pinhole on that one tank, we're still holding at what is that, 50 psi. So we went down from 80 to 50 in 4 hours, which isn't bad. So but we're going to replace those tanks, or replace that tank. Probably just do both two up front, and then when we get back to our homestead, we'll work on the other stuff. I never actually did check battery, but at least we know the air is working. But here's another cool thing, which I'm so excited about. It's the little things. No way. Map light. Totally cool. That is, sounds crazy. Let's go check some other lights. Oh. These probably won't work. That's probably on a second. Maybe this will work. No. This? Well, that bulb doesn't look too good. There's got to be something that works back here. I didn't realize how many lights there are. Nope. Come on. Hey, look at that. Nope. Oh yeah. It's the little things. No way! Little reading light. How cool is this? No, bad bulb maybe. I don't know what this does. Some of these are house fixtures, so they're not going to be running off the coach battery. Man, is it hot in here? Let's see if this one works. Nope. Anything here? Nope. Well, we got some stuff working. That's all I got for today. I'm worn out. It's like 4 o'clock. That was today was a rough day, but some positives, some negatives. I'm glad we didn't have all that installed before we found that oil leak there. But Gene was smart enough to run a high heat pressure test, and we found that plate leaking. So, but that's the next thing. This comes off. See y'all later.